including Rudolph.
Girl power.
Yeah. How about them ladies, huh?
Oh, yeah.
That's interesting stuff. We've already learned that here today. Now we can learn the sound of a real Christmas reindeer. Denny's are animal. Hear the jingle bells. Yeah. 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 That's definitely Santa's jingle bells.
Or Denny's on the toilet.
It sounds like struggling.
It's like after a pot of beef stew or something.
So beefy.
Yeah, that's tough. Julie, what do you think? Is that Denny's or animal there?
I'm going to have to go with Denny's on that one again.
Gonna go Denny's on that? Is that Denny's?
She's right.
Yay!
Whoa! How about that, huh?
Clean sweep.
Wow, that is very, very impressive. Nice work there. You got it all. Yeah.
Dunkin' is the official coffee of the KVJ Show. America runs on Dunkin'. The KVJ Show is now live on 97.9 WRMF.
It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast. So don't get her pissed. It's Jason, called so you spaz. And they love to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
Well, hello, good morning. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Feliz Navidad. It is all here. The band is all back together. Jay Bird is back with us today here.
Feels good.
Nice to see you. Look at you. Got the, you kind of look like Santa, what I would imagine probably the day after he delivers all the toys. You look a little run down and you're bent over or hunched and just kind of came limping in here. I'm like, boy, that looked like a true Santa Claus there.
I will say right now, I'm not at my prime.
No.
No.
I gotta say, with your beard, though, you do kind of look a little like the Billy Bob Thornton Bad Santa character. So, all we need to get you is a bottle of whiskey, and I think you're set.
Someone who I got a little crush on, I guess because my beard was a little bit longer, she goes, hey, you look like Santa Claus with your beard. I'm like, I don't know if that's a compliment. I don't think that's...
Well, we did find out about a week or so ago there are some ladies out there that do have a Santa fetish.
It didn't come off like it was like a...
No, it was a fetish.
I don't think
It
she's
wasn't
one
like-
of them.
I don't think she's one of them.
It wasn't like, give me a present kind of thing.
No, it's like, oh my
sit on your
gosh,
lap.
I can't believe how old you are.
And you're creepy.
Well, you know.
I wasn't trying to be creepy. I was just sitting there.
Yeah, you're just living.
I always love comments unsolicited. Like, I'm just sitting there. You look old. You look like Santa. Oh, thank you.
That's why I try not to bring attention to myself. When you sometimes move, people feel like they need to say something.
And you're peacock.
I'm a peacocker.
Yeah, you are. You attract more comments.
People can't help but comment.
Good or bad.
They
will
all,
let you know.
as soon as they look at the bird, they got to say something.
For sure.
That's it.
I welcome it. Bring it on.
Okay, well, you're going to get it.
I'll be crying later tonight. But yeah, say what you got to say.
Yep. Well, you can check out our Santa Bird. It is on the KVJ TV right now on YouTube. Easy to dial it up on your flat screen TVs at home, even your mobile devices. Just go to the YouTube app and you can find it right there. And make sure you watch the KVJ show this morning.
It's the KVJ dirt of the day. It's the KVJ dirt of the day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that dirt of the day.
Well, coming up in just a second, what is Bret Michaels doing that I just love? Something really cool. Since he's here in Florida, he's doing something awesome for the Bahamas. I'll share it with you coming up in just a second. Before we get into that, if you want to see Kanye West's new opera, Mary, who he put this whole thing together. It's based on the biblical story of the birth of Jesus Christ, and it is going to be performed in New York City coming up on the 22nd. Show tickets are on sale. Now, this is the second time it would be performed. It was also performed at the Miami Marine Stadium right here locally. So there you go. Kanye taking it on the road.
Kanye, wow.
Teresa and Joe from the Real Housewives of New Jersey are officially calling it quits. He's over in Italy, living there now, and she, I guess, is not leaving Jersey, so they are officially getting divorced.
It's over?
It's over.
Oh, baby.
20 years, Jay Bird. Down the pooper. That's it. They're done. Completely done. And yes, finally here, Bret Michaels doing something really awesome. Nobody knows better than the people here in South Florida about what the Bahamas has been through. And I guess when Bret Michaels was here doing his shows, people clued him in on all of the terrible stuff still happening in the Bahamas from the fallout from Hurricane Dorian. So Bret Michaels teamed up with the Paradise Fund, and he is bringing over personally toys for 200 different families in Abaco, so Cooperstown Village. They are adopting, and they're bringing all kinds of goodies over there for them. So we love it.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's much needed, too.
Much needed.
Yeah.
Little Smiles is doing it this week as well. We've got a big shipment going over to West End. It's arriving on Saturday morning to fanfare, and it'll be a bunch of toys for the kids for this Christmas.
Oh, that is so awesome.
Yay, we can't forget our friends in the Bahamas.
No, no doubt.
They're still rebuilding, but that doesn't change the fact that Christmas is coming, and these kids need toys, and so we're making sure that West End is taken care of, and Bret Michaels has Cooperstown covered, and everybody chipping in is just awesome.
I saw this. Nearly 50% of people in Grand Bahama are unemployed.
Wow.
Half the people there don't have jobs.
Well, because they relied on tourism. And until tourism comes back fully, which means hotels and places have to be repaired, infrastructure has to be put back into place, tourists won't come if it's still decimated.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, a lot of those people relied on the tourism dollars that just aren't there. And they get about like $300 from the government, and that has to last them all month. That has to cover everything from housing to transportation to food to everything.
Yeah.
I mean, try to live on $300 a month.
Sure, yeah.
I challenge you.
Yeah.
And in the Bahamas, everything is more expensive. Whatever you pay here, double it over there.
I saw, too, in West End, 96% of the homes were uninsured.
Wow.
96%.
Yeah, I'm going to try to get back over there during the holiday season when we have that week off between Christmas and New Year's.
Yeah.
I'm going to go over there and try to get updated pictures because I know we've been doing a lot of work on houses and the school and all kinds of stuff. So I'm going to go over there and try to get updated pictures of all the beautiful renovations that have been happening on people's homes. But it's slow. It is very slow moving. And that's what's going on in your Dirt of the Day. Brought to you by the Little Smiles Holiday Toy Drive. It is not too late to help out, and any amount will help us. Just text the word Give Smiles to 44321, and we will turn your donation into a toy for a needy child this holiday season.
Wow, only 8 dirts left in the year.
It's crazy.
Crazy. 8 more, Kev.
I know. Time is just flying by. Before you know it, Jaybird, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, wait, the dirt is all over?
They better be on point because Kevin's watching.
Don't worry. During the break, I'll come to your house and do personal dirts for
That
you.
would be amazing.
Yeah, I want to stay plugged in.
All morning.
Virginia dirt alerts we can have. Love it.
This is the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
Bill, he's back amongst the living. Jaybird, other than your bad back, what you got on your mind today?
Too much, Coach. Too much.
Okay.
We usually do the Weird and Whatever podcast on Wednesdays. The last couple of weeks, we've had some issues. Vicky was sick last week. This week, Beckett's he has a meeting, and then my back is hurt. We have a Christmas party tonight, correct?
Yes, it's our company party tonight.
Unfortunately, I think the schedule's just not going to align. We're going to have to probably put Weird and Whatever on break until we come back from break just because of the scheduling. Denny's leaves for Colorado on Friday.
That's right.
On Sunday.
He's got a big trip. He's going to New York and Colorado. He's traveling the world.
Yeah.
Well, he's married now, so he's got to go do the wife's family and his family.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he's got to go all over the place. I did kind of notice it seems like the map kind of aligns with places that have legalized recreational marijuana, but I don't know if that's any coincidence. I assume it's just a coincidence. But
I think it's a coincidence.
yeah, okay.
I'm going to be, it was official. Me and my sisters talked to you. I'm going to Oregon again. I'm going to be going over the break.
Boy, you're just you're there all the time. You need to get a second home there.
I wish. I love it there. But I'll spend Christmas here. I think I'm going to go over to Virginia's house for Christmas.
Again, these maps are all lining up with recreational marijuana, Virginia.
Well,
I don't want to point out the obvious.
you know,
but-
my house is an acceptable space. We don't judge. You can come over there and do whatever you want.
I think I am coming over for Christmas.
Perfect.
Maybe even Christmas Eve.
It's funny to watch. You know what's fun? To watch the kids on Christmas morning. I love watching the kids on Christmas morning.
Yeah,
It's
well,
my favorite part.
Yeah, I like watching the kids on Christmas morning, too. That's weird we have that in common.
So the announcement is we're probably not going to be able to do weird and whatever, unfortunately. It's just not lining up, y'all.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
I mean, really.
I
You're
gotta-
limping. Literally limping.
I have to go to the doctor's today.
Yeah, you do.
And that's priority one, unfortunately. I was hoping that can the back get me out of the holiday party?
Sure.
No,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I think it can.
No, I actually like the holiday party.
If you're at the doctor's during the holiday party, and post some pictures on social, and I think you're good.
We had a thing at the holiday party that still, I mean, it's those hors d'oeuvres, and it was the French onion soup inside a little
mini bread bowl.
Oh, fat Kevin.
Good stuff, huh?
They weren't even on the menu last year, and Virginia somehow talked the chef into making them for me. So she put them in her purse, gave them to me in the parking lot.
Who takes care of you?
You do.
I kind of feel like those mini bread bowls will make your back feel better.
I agree with you. They're warm.
All right, maybe you should go to the party.
No, I'm going.
We got to call them and make sure they have those mini bread bowls on the menu.
If you want, Ralston, me, you, and Denny's can go together. We all live in the same area.
Yeah, I have to see. I got to wait. I got one of these things where it's like my AC went out yesterday.
Oh, no.
Oh,
well,
just tough.
good news. A cold front is coming through today.
Because it's not cold right now.
No.
I can't believe how hot it is.
It's not, but there's going to be rain coming in and then a cold front afternoon.
Good.
So, yeah, the good news
Just in
is
time
for
the
you.
AC guy.
But
Could have had that yesterday.
It's short-lived, though.
Yeah.
It's only going to be for a couple of days.
I got a small window for the AC guy today between noon and 6. So,
You need my AC
yeah. So
guy.
that might throw me off just with my time a little bit, but yeah.
Did you just call a random guy, or do you know this guy?
We have a guy, yeah.
We got to cover for
'Cause we
Kevin.
got a
We have a
guy,
guy that
too.
treats us terribly.
We got a
No,
guy
just
that
kidding.
Jay Bird went to high school with that
Yeah.
treats us like gold.
Okay.
He's been at my house at 8:30 p.m. before.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you want to turn this into like an 80s movie where we act like you're there even though you're not? And every time my boss goes, "Where's Kevin?" Oh,
Oh,
you just missed him.
He's pooping.
He's pooping.
Well, I would see. I got till 6, so I'm leaving at 6 no matter. So I might get the tail end of the holiday party this year instead of the front end.
Okay.
Yeah, I usually go from 4 to 4:15, and this year I might, go from 6:30 to 6:45.
I'm gonna miss you then because I've got to go early. I've got another party that starts at 6:30.
Okay. Yeah.
It's all about that spread. It's all about the spread at the
They
party.
do good stuff.
Are,
Yeah.
are they going to
do
bring
good
it?
stuff.
Yeah, it's the Croquet Club in West Palm, and it's awesome. They do it every year for us, and they have the best appetizers in the game.
Okay.
Ho ho ho.
Ho ho ho.
What you got on your mind today, Virginia?
So yesterday I got some really, really good news, and
Okay.
it still breaks my heart, but I feel like this is closure. So you remember 4 years ago I told you the story about my two friends that were murdered in Green Acres?
Yeah.
Freddie and Wayne, they were stabbed to death in their home by a crazy guy who, now I know the details about what happened because the trial has been going on all this past week. So this crazy guy, Zachary is his name, he knocked on the door just of these two friends of mine because he liked their car.
It was random. He had no idea who they were.
No idea. So it was
Jeez.
random, just a random house where they had a nice black Toyota 4Runner in the driveway. This crazy Zachary guy wanted their car. He was ready to go on a crime spree, which he did. And he started there at their house in Green Acres. He knocked on the door. They answered the door. He demanded the keys to the car. They refused. And that's when he stabbed them to death in their own home when they were just relaxing after a day of work.
So he knocked on the door. They said no. They probably closed the door, and then
They
he
tried to.
He barged in.
He
with that.
barged in.
So it happened in that moment.
In their house, stabbed them to death in their own home. And then he went on a crime spree. He took the Toyota. He purse snatched an old lady. He stabbed another guy. He kidnapped another guy. He stabbed a police dog. Like, he did all this crazy stuff. Like, yeah, this guy went nuts.
They never met him. Was he a neighbor or anything?
They never met him. It was random. They didn't know the guy.
Do you know what time this happened at?
Yeah, right after work, like 5, 6.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, just daylight out still.
Yeah.
So, anyway, the trial's been going on, and yesterday they finally guilty verdict, life in prison. He's never going to be getting out. He had tried to claim that he went mentally insane, but several, they bring in all these expert psychologists and stuff and psychiatrists to look at it and say, is he just saying this or did he really go insane? And they believed that he was just saying it.
Yeah, it's thank God they got those people because, you never know.
You never know.
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't know.
No.
And if someone claims insanity because they went off of their medication, like, you kind of don't want to throw him in jail forever, but the psychologist and the psychiatrist refuted it and said, no, what he's claiming is not possible. He has other disorders, but he knew what he was doing at the time that he did it and therefore should be held responsible for it. He knew it was wrong to do all those terrible things to all those people.
And if they can prove any kind of premeditation on any level with any of the crime...
I don't think he had that, but he knew that what he was doing was wrong and he wasn't in some kind of weird state of mind. And that was the big thing they were fighting.
If he was planning on doing this and going on a spree, that would be premeditation.
I don't know.
Objection.
Anyway, he's got life in prison, so he won't hurt anybody else, and that makes me feel good. It was very sad in the court. My friend was telling me because they were all in the courtroom that, Freddie, my friend Freddie, there's nobody there to support him because he's from Venezuela, and so his family wasn't able to come over. But, the guy that stabbed him to death, all of his family was there supporting him. So it's just sad.
Yeah. Local guy?
Yeah,
the
local
murderer?
guy. The murderer was a local guy. And his poor family, they didn't ask for this.
No.
It's awful.
Yeah, your story is why my dad's sending me a Christmas Glock.
Yeah, I don't think your dad is totally off base. I had to ride to work today in an Uber. I carried a knife. It's not safe out there. You got to protect yourself.
What kind of knife is that? Looks like you spread some butter with that?
Pretty big blade.
Yes.
You want me to test it on your arm?
The world is not safe when Virginia's out there, whether it be perpetrators or butter.
Out of all the knives you could have bread would be so scared.
Yes.
I didn't want to grab a big steak knife like I normally do.
Okay. Maybe you need a Christmas Glock too, Virginia.
Oh, I don't know. I'll shoot my eye out.
Shoot your eye out. Just want to let people know, too, other things are happening now, including your gift cards that a lot of people get for the holidays. I don't know if you'd seen this, where thieves are now stealing gift cards before you even buy them. Now, what they're doing, the scammers are taking gift cards, they're copying the barcode and then sticking it on other cards. So when you pull one off the rack and you pay for it, the money is put on the scammer's card instead of yours.
It's diabolical.
It's unbelievable.
Wow.
That's why you got to check your cards and make sure that the barcode is indeed the barcode.
I wonder with some of these, because that's smart. Were these people good in school or not?
Probably not good at school, but they were good at cheating if they had
Well, I
to.
mean, because it's kind of smart. Some of this
It
stuff,
is.
takes actual brain power to do. That it's just, wow, if you would ever put this creativity and ingenuity to something productive and good for society.
In their mind, they think it is productive.
It's good for them, yes. Cops are now suggesting that you carefully examine your gift cards for signs that they've been messed with before you buy them. So.
And two, I always grab from the back of the stack. The ones in the front of the stack, they're too easy to mess with. I grab the back of the stack.
Yeah, they say that the thieves are typically going for the ones in the back of the stack because people don't think they would have been messed with. So that's a weird little thing to throw in there.
Good call, Virginia.
Here, catch this knife.
Coming up here in a second. Okay, this is also, it's diabolical, but nearly as diabolical as the stories we've just heard. Kids who snoop into their presents. What if they get caught? Should there be a punishment? We'll discuss next. Maddie, what happened here?
He tries to be slick, but
Yes.
So our 10-year-old son, he really, really wanted a smartwatch for Christmas. He's
Okay.
been asking for it forever. really excited about it.
Mm-hmm.
And we told him, we were like, okay, we've got all the presents, don't go in the basement. It's that easy. Of course, what does he do? He goes in the basement.
Mm-hmm.
So over the weekend, he did it, and he found the watch.
Mm-hmm.
And so now, my husband and I are going back and forth on it. And because he thinks that we should take it back,
Okay.
teach him a lesson.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he should still get to keep it. I mean, he's been doing great in school,
Mm-hmm.
really picked things up. And kids snoop. I mean,
Yeah. They do.
that's what happens.
I think you could have a conversation with him and tell him, why it ruined his Christmas, and maybe he'll see it. I mean, I wouldn't take it away or bring it back.
Okay, is there, if you're a kid, is it dishonest? Is it something that, I mean, you're sneaking around, so you, I guess, kind of know you shouldn't be doing the snooping that you're doing. So there is, something that you're doing that is a little bit out of bounds there.
But it's natural curiosity, and I think most kids do it. Most kids try to do it. Maybe some don't have the nerve, but I think if they knew that it was just going in one room and being able to see what I've got,
Yeah.
I think most kids wouldn't be able to resist the temptation.
I would think so too. Now that's some real hard edge parenting. I've run into some really hard edge parents that are like going, nope. That's how we do it. You got to learn lessons the hard way. Those are the ones that are going to stick with you, and you'll know later in life when you're faced with something you know you shouldn't be doing. Oh, I remember the one time I snooped. I wanted a smartwatch, and I got busted, and I didn't get the smartwatch then for Christmas because of that. Is that too hardcore? Would you
I
still
think
let the
it
kid
is.
have it or not?
I would still let him have it, but I would just explain that, you took the fun out of Christmas by doing this.
Okay. So Maddie's husband thinks that it should go back. Maddie would like to keep the watch for the kid. How would you vote on this? Is there anybody that actually agrees with the dad? I would imagine unless you're a really old school, hardcore curmudgeon, you're probably not going to agree with Maddie's husband. I'd love to hear what you got to say. We've got Pam here from Sunrise. Pam, you said that this happened with your sisters when they were younger?
Yes, and I guess this will only work if he doesn't realize that he's been caught, but take it out of Christmas Day and put it aside so he thinks he really didn't get it after all. And then later on that night, let him have it and he can open it, but explain to him how wrong it is and how it ruins his Christmas, not only everybody else's, but his own. So he still gets his watch, but he still gets a lesson.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good. I think that, might be the big question. The kid definitely needs a lesson. Does he get a lesson and a watch or just a lesson? Josh is calling in here from New Mexico, and I told you there's going to be some curmudgeons out there. Josh, would you side with that? What do you think you would do if you were in this situation that Maddie is?
I would kind of along the line of the lady that just called in. He definitely needs to learn a lesson. So I would probably take him with me, and we would return the watch. And then at a later date, I would just go back and get the watch. He would still get the watch, but he's definitely got to learn a lesson.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting because almost now this thing comes out of the category of Christmas present. You've kind of gone, you've snooped, you've ruined that category. So if at the very least, this is not going to be a Christmas present now. Maybe this is something that you might get in the future if you work for it.
I snooped as a kid, and I gotta tell you, it was so disappointing. I found out so much stuff I was getting, and then on Christmas Day, when I opened it, I'm like, oh, I already knew that.
You're like, wait a minute, I ruined my own Christmas.
It really did. The surprise is kind of a big deal.
And some people might say that's punishment enough. That he's ruined his own Christmas, and that will teach him the lesson, so you don't have to do anything yourself. Other people would disagree and say, no, there's got to be a bigger lesson on this. That's the job of being a parent. Some of the texts we got, somebody said at about 8 years old, I poked holes in my gifts, and then I put clear tape over the holes to try to see what I got. And I thought I got away with it, but on Christmas Eve, my parents usually let us open one gift. But that year, after they had me pick one, they had me open it, and then told me I had to give it to my brother. Well, I tried blaming the cat for the holes. But they said, how would a cat then tape the holes back?
Well, you know, cats are really good with Scotch tape.
So the first present I had to give to my brother, and I lost a second gift for lying, and I never did it again.
Oh, you lied? He did? He lied on
Yeah.
top of it?
Double
The
down.
cat
Double
did it.
down.
And you tried to blame the cat.
See, my oldest sister was the one that kind of led us. She taught us a trick. Some of the presents that were already there had the tape on there, and she showed us, take the butter knife, cut the tape, take out the present, look at it, then put it right back in and tape it over. Mom and Dad and Santa will never know. That was a lie. They always know.
They always know, yeah. In fact, somebody said, yeah, one year my brother and I, we traded intel with each other. He knew I got a bike. I knew he had gotten golf clubs. My mom didn't know until we blew it on Christmas morning. I guess our, quote, acting surprise skills were not up to par. She was furious. We got grounded, but we ended up keeping the stuff.
Get grounded on Christmas? That's tough.
So there you go. That's what some people are doing to deal with it, Maddie. I know your husband's like, he needs to go back. You feel like it's a little tough. But that's I'm surprised. People are leaning on the tough side on this.
Did Fat Kevin ever snoop around?
No, I was too busy eating cookies.
He was snooping around for sugar.
Yeah, that's what I was snooping around for. Good luck keeping me from the snacks. Coming up here in just a couple of minutes, too, I want to get to something that I think is very important. You know, with Little Smiles every single year, Virginia, you were talking about already just this year, Little Smiles, our charity, is going to be taking some toys over to kids in West End, the Bahamas.
Absolutely. A huge shipment of hundreds of toys arrives in Freeport on Saturday morning, and they're bringing it to West End, and we're going to have pictures so everybody can see all of these beautiful gifts going over there, courtesy of Little Smiles.
And there's somebody specifically that we've pulled out because we look at a lot of the gift lists that come in this time of year with Little Smiles, and there was somebody in particular that we wanted to try to help out this year.
There are literally hundreds. I mean, they told me yesterday there's about 350 requests just like this, where there's been illness, tragedy, horrible things that have happened to the family, and they're just not able to do Christmas. It's scary.
Here was just one of the emails. This is kind of just an idea of what Little Smiles gets this time of year as people come in and are just desperate to try to give a good Christmas to their children or people in their family. It said, I'm hoping and praying for a Christmas blessing for my sister. She is a strong and beautiful single mother of 3 boys, 14, 13. The 13-year-old has autism and an 8-year-old. And she would absolutely kill me if she knew I was putting this out there to you, but I know that you might be able to keep your ears open for any possible opportunities. This past Friday, she was let go from her job of 4 years, just 3 weeks shy of Christmas. This alone would be devastating for any hardworking mother, but this has also come on the heels of an already extremely tough year. For her, it has seemed as if it has just been one loss after the next. She lost her home this past year, and once a new home could be arranged, just a few short months later, she was in a bad car accident that wasn't even her fault. She's a hard worker, not only when it comes to her job and career, but also when she comes home each and every single day to be the sole provider for her 3 children, one of which who has very special needs daily. Christmas is around the corner, so any opportunities for help in any of these areas would be tremendously welcomed. Try to help someone who has fallen on some hard times. I appreciate your heart and your friendship. Now, they broke down even some things that we would like to try to get.
Sure, and
for
we
the 3
will.
kids.
We will get all the things on their list. That's what Little Smiles is doing. And this is one email, but I'm telling you, there are hundreds just like it. I heard stories yesterday of prosecutors that work for Palm Beach County that have 20 kids who have lost a parent from murder in the past 2 months. They've lost a parent from murder, and now these kids are looking right at the holiday season, and there's no provider to help with Christmas.
Right.
So some of these prosecutors at the Palm Beach County Assistant DA's office are now going and collecting toys from Little Smiles and making sure all these kids get a toy. So it's just amazing how we can step up and help so many people in pain in our community this holiday season.
So if you do have some holiday cash, this is the kind of stuff that it would go for, to buy some stuff for the holidays for this mom and her 3 boys that are out there.
I've got another one over here. The family was served an eviction notice on Sunday. They're going to be homeless for the holidays. We want to help them. I've got another one over here. The dad was killed in a car accident right around Thanksgiving.
Okay.
So those kids now have no father. I mean, all these stories are real. We vetted all of them, and all of these families need help. And that's what your donations go to do when you text to Little Smiles. All you text is Give Smiles to 44321.
Okay, that's what your money's going to go to. So if you'd like to help out Little Smiles this holiday season, that's one quick and easy way that you can do it.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
Well, they were posting what appears to be hints on Instagram about a possible romance between Kylie Jenner and Drake. Is this real? I will share with you some of the details coming up in just a second. Before we get into that, Post Malone is going to be headlining this year's Dick Clark's Rockin' New Year's Eve with Ryan Seacrest.
Okay.
It'll be the first time Posty has performed at Times Square. He will join Sam Hunt, BTS, and Alanis Morissette. Adam Sandler is telling a funny little story about when back in the day, I guess he got an earring.
It was for the movie Airheads. Do you remember that movie?
No.
Yeah, I do.
He has a shaved head. He's got a little earring in his ear.
Yeah, they basically storm a radio station to get airplay.
I love it.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
So I pierced my ear, and then I remember calling home. My mother answers the phone. Hello? And I was like, hey, Ma, it's Adam. What happened? I was like, nothing. Something's wrong. I said, no, nothing's wrong. I just want to tell you, I got you got a what? I got in the left. You didn't. I did. I got an earring. Oh! You can't be buried with us. I go, what?
Yeah. You can't be buried with us.
It's so heavy.
Yes.
And finally here, what's going on Instagram? It certainly looks like Kylie Jenner and Drake may be dating. Drake posted a picture, and it had hints in it about possible Kylie connections. Then Kylie posted a picture, and it had hints in it about Drake connections. And so a lot of people.
Oh, yes.
I won't go into all the silly
get the
details.
excitement.
Oh, come on, please, go into details.
A lot of people on social media are like, oh my gosh, are Drake and Kylie dating?
Wow, that would be something.
And then
Would it,
Instagram
though?
exploded.
Would it really be something, Kev?
And that's what's going on in your Dirt of the Day. Brought to you by the Little Smiles Holiday Toy Drive. You can help us put a toy in the hands of a needy child this holiday season. There are so many stories, hundreds of them, and we want to help each and every family that needs it. So you can give any amount, $10, $20, whatever you can spare this holiday. Text the word Give Smiles to 44321.
Ton of celebrity birthdays today. Everybody seems to have one today if you're a celebrity. Ashley Benson is turning 30. If you watch Pretty Little Liars, like I'm sure Jaybird probably did.
I like the Gilmore Girls. I think you get those two confused.
Oh,
Pretty Little
okay.
Liars I haven't delved into quite yet.
Well, I have a feeling you would love it.
Okay, I'm hearing things.
Christina Aguilera turns 39 today. Katie Holmes is 41.
She's still with Jamie Foxx?
No, they split up.
Sadness.
Yeah.
C is 44 today. DMX is probably a high somewhere in a Walmart parking lot celebrating his 49th birthday.
Talking to his hand.
Stone Cold Steve Austin is 55 today.
What?
Brad Pitt is 56. And oh, did you hear he went to his ex's Christmas party? And I'm not talking about Angelina Jolie.
He went to Jennifer Aniston's Christmas party.
And he stayed the whole time, Virginia.
I watched that Charles Manson movie, the Quentin Tarantino movie. He was good in that.
Once Upon a Time in
Yeah,
Hollywood?
Brad Pitt was good.
He's good.
Was it good?
You know what? I don't know if you would like it. It's a bizarre movie. I don't want to give too many spoilers. It's long, first of all. I enjoyed it, but I don't know if you would.
Huh.
Long and bizarre describes Jaybird more than you, Virginia.
It does.
I don't think you would like it.
I heard it was slow moving at points, and you were just like, all right already.
It's slightly slow moving. If you like Leonardo and you like Brad, you like to see them act and interact with one another.
I like Brad, and I like Quentin Tarantino. And I love the story. Like, it's like all around the Charles Manson story, isn't it?
It's so not factual.
Interesting.
He gets goofy with the facts on it.
Yeah.
So he takes his own liberty.
Interesting.
Ray Liotta is turning 65 today. Steven Spielberg, 73. And Keith Richards is 76. I thought he was like 96. I really did. I didn't know he was that young.
Is he completely sober now, or does he still...
I don't know. I think he still is, even if he quit, he's still going to be high for the next 40 years. I don't think you come down from what he's done to his body quickly. I think it's going to take a little while. So there you go. That's some of these celebrities. Now, some of the other people here with the birthday. Sending a shout out to my beautiful young princess, Sophia Pereira, who's turning 9 from Daddy, Mommy, Alexander, and our puppy Ella. Also, happy 35th birthday to Aaron from Kimmy. Got a birthday you want on the KVJ Show? Let us know. Mail at kvjshow.com. mail at kvjshow.com. How exciting is this? Virginia, Weird Wednesday is back.
Okay.
A very special holiday edition we got for you here today.
I love it.
The Minions are locked and loaded, ready to go. All holiday themed.
Okay, all right. Well, we can let them go. Now, just to let you know, if you don't know what Weird Wednesday is, it's been a while since we've done this. We have planted out in 3 different locations throughout South Florida, people who are going to be doing weird things. You just drive by and you may be like, what are they doing? If you have that kind of reaction, that might be us. And if you are the first to identify one of our minions out there, then we are going to hook you up with some tickets to the Naked Magicians at the Kravis Center, or you can get tickets to the Rib Roundup, your choice.
Yeah, if you're looking at something weird and confusing and you're like, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
It's probably us.
Yeah.
Probably. My favorite is when people call in, and I saw this weird thing on the side of the road. I'm like, that's not with us, guys.
We saw a pantsless guy working construction. Ooh, that's not us.
It's not us.
So, Jaybird, if you'd release those minions, let's put them out there.
Okay. Llama 1. Repeat. Llama 1.
All right, there you go.
Released.
It's happening. So if you see anything from now on out in the morning, anywhere, call us up, 877-979-WRMF. Okay, Weird Wednesday in effect right now. If you see anything weird out there, call us up, let us know, 877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763. Got a little ticket hookup for you today if you just find that, either the Rib Roundup or the Naked Magicians come to the Kravis Center. We get that for you, 877-979-WRMF. You can check it out. Well, we're talking a little bit about what you might want to do on New Year's Eve. I don't know if you guys are big into going out on that night. There's a lot of options that are going on here in South Florida. You know, Pitbull always does his Pitbulls Worldwide, NYE, ha, ha, ha. That's going to be at Bayfront Park on December 31st. So that's one of the big things that's going on. It used to be televised on Fox. I don't know if it is anymore. I think they stopped running Pitbull.
I think nobody can compete with Seacrest. Even like Anderson Cooper and Andy Cohen, they do a fun show. They don't touch Seacrest. Seacrest just got the lock on it.
Yeah.
Is the Kevin Ralston going to be in town for New Year's Eve?
I plan on it, yeah.
Okay.
I have got nowhere to go, and I can't afford to do anything. So, yeah, most likely. I'm going to be right to my house. That's probably what I'm going to be doing. Yeah, you know, the thing with Seacrest, though, he's still kind of riding Dick Clark. I mean, you know, Dick Clark kind of built that whole thing up, and that's been around forever. And they still call it Dick Clark's Rockin' New Year's Eve with Ryan Seacrest. So even God rest his soul, Dick Clark has passed on. He's still kind of the billing on that.
And it's not a long name at all, so that's good.
I know, right? Post Malone is going to be there. BTS, Sam Hunt, Alanis Morissette. So if you want to go check out anything here in South Florida, you got Pitbull and you've got the Jonas Brothers. That's pretty much it. The Fontainebleau is going to be hosting them on New Year's Eve. If you would like to go, here's what you're looking at price-wise. I got a little bit more of these specifics on this here for you, Virginia.
Okay.
It says here that the doors open at 9 o'clock. Party goes until 2 a.m. Okay, that's nice. I don't know that the Jonas Brothers are going to be playing until 2, but the party goes that late. The premium open bar tickets start at $300.
Okay.
So does that mean that you spend $300 and then you've still got to buy drinks, or does that mean that $300 and you get to drink all you want, drink your face off?
Open bar sounds like open bar.
That's what I thought too.
So $300 to get in and drink your face off. That's not too crazy for the Fontainebleau.
Right.
For the Fontainebleau, but anywhere else, it's like $300 for go scratch.
Yeah. What do you think top table, if you want to buy the top table that they've got for the Jonas Brothers show?
Oh my gosh.
What do you think that is?
I thought they were only selling them in packs of 20. So you had to buy 20 tickets at $1,000 each. I thought it was 20 grand.
Okay, 20 grand. The top table is going for 50 grand.
Oh,
I mean,
I was low.
$50,000 will get you the top table that they got the Fontainebleau on New Year's Eve.
Do they even give you bread rolls with that? I mean, do you get just
yeah, I think so. Yeah,
bread constantly?
Yeah.
You need to get bread.
Something. You need something free constantly coming at
I
the
don't know
table.
if I want bread. Can I get something better than just bread?
Cheapest table you can get is $5 grand. Wow. $5 grand for the very cheapest, so it ranges anywhere from $5,000 to $50,000.
And how many people fit at this table?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know.
I don't know.
I do know. That's the thing.
I think it was like 16, something like that, maybe. Because I think it was at least 1,000 a person.
Yeah,
I remember that was the mid range. Yeah, that was like
1,000 a person.
Yeah, 16, 20 people.
I was like, I'm out.
Yes. They say families can go and check out the concert from La Côte Restaurant. They've got a buffet dinner there, Jaybird, just your speed. The buffet dinner per person, how much do you pay? Now, you're within earshot, and I think you can, off from the distance, see the stage where the Jonas Brothers will be. What do you think per person?
Per person.
Now, this includes a performance, dinner, premium open bar for those of age, as well as face painting. I don't know if face painting's for those of age as well.
Question.
They got a magician act and a balloon artist for the kids.
Do you have a list of what's on that buffet?
No, it's a fancy buffet.
Don't you hate when they don't list what's on a buffet?
I'm thinking the Fontainebleau is going to set it up, though. They're not going to mess around.
Okay.
Be careful about fancy buffets. I've noticed they don't have a lot of options, and they think everybody loves green beans, which they don't.
Okay.
What do you know about fancy buffets?
I know about buffets. Fancy people don't know about buffets.
Well, your green beans ain't on the fancy buffet.
Not green. What's those long, like the fancy green?
Asparagus.
Thank you. Yeah, they're always on they're always on rich people buffets.
They are. Huh?
Everyone acts like they're the best thing ever.
Yes.
And they're not.
These silly rich people are taking care of their bodies.
I know.
What do they know? How much do you think you pay for this buffet, Virginia, per person?
That buffet is going to be $295 per person plus tip and tax.
Jaybird, what's your thought?
It's definitely going to be $899.
$899. Jaybird actually overbid. It's $350. $350 per person.
Okay.
And I assume by that price, that means if you have a kid, they're still paying $350.
I think they'll make it less for the kids because there's no open bar. That's what the Breakers does.
Okay.
But it's so big, they don't let kids drink tequila?
Kids can only have White Claw and Sobe.
Yeah, is that what? Oh, that could you imagine the terror of a
No
toddler on
laws
White
when
Claw?
you're drinking claws.
Oh my goodness! And then if you want to party your face off till early morning, Marshmallow is going to be spinning at Live nightclub. I got a table for 15. How much do you have to pay for that, Virginia?
Do you have to pay Molly separate, or does she come with the package?
You're going to pay that separate, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. A table inside of Live for Marshmallow, table of 15.
That's going to cost you $25,000.
Okay. Virginia, you nailed it. 25 grand. That's what it is, $25,000.
So dumb. South Beach is so dumb.
25. Do you know how much good you could do in this world? Charitable outreach with $25,000. You could change the lives of so many people.
Yeah.
With 25 grand. Or you could go watch Marshmallow with a couple of douches that are all hopped up on Molly.
I'm not kidding you. Give me 10 people, blindfold all of them, and have them taste the rich people buffet versus just your common man buffet.
Yeah.
With the green beans.
Guarantee you, majority of people love the common man buffet.
Really?
Over Sobe, over...
That's not true.
It's so
Buffet
true.
taste test.
That's not true.
Tequesta over here couldn't tell the difference between fancy food. She is such a fancy food poser. Yeah.
I don't think so.
I think I could.
Sounds like a pretty good challenge.
Oh, I will.
Expensive buffet food and cheap buffet food.
Set it up.
Not going to be a cheap bit.
You don't have anybody fancy that you can reach out to, though.
Oh, I don't.
No.
Well, you know what? You are right. I don't.
Yeah, take that.
Okay, so I'll get the fancy person in here. You get Cece's buffet, and we'll put it up against each other.
The lowbrow buffet, I got that covered.
Okay, that one, no problem. If you just want to get in to see Marshmallow on New Year's Eve at Live, that is going to cost you $350. So it's $350 just to get in the door.
I'm a pass.
Yeah,
It seems like such a good deal.
That's why I will be at my house on New Year's Eve. I can't afford to go out.
Can we all come to your house? I mean, it kind of sounds
Sure,
fun.
why not? Why not? I'll spin.
I would love to see you spinning at your house.
That is hers. Demi Lovato has a neck tat, so yeah, apparently this is the rage now.
Is she a fan of the group Survivor? Yeah. She loves Eye of the Tiger?
That's what it is, yeah.
Loves the Destiny's Child song?
Okay.
She's got a lot of ink. That girl has a lot of tattoos, and it's kind of like on her clavicle, I think.
Clavicle?
What if the loser, to make it really uncomfortable,
Yeah.
we have to get a tattoo on our neck that says, I love hell? And that would make it kind of uncomfortable to go to the Christmas party.
A real tattoo?
No! Are you listening?
I don't understand. We have to wear a neck tat to the party tonight, and it's not real?
Probably a temporary.
Did you hear that, Kev? She's trying to kill sudden death again.
I know. Everybody's like, you don't do the fun stuff anymore. Yeah, we're trying. We just got to take Virginia kicking and screaming. I think that'd be very fitting if Virginia lost, and then she would have to wear the same tattoo her husband has on her neck.
Do you want to deal with that today, though? I mean...
I don't care. I'll do it.
All right.
Oh, and Summer said, sorry, the attachment's cut off, but yes, the neck tat is a crown, but I've had some drunk people think it's a baseball glove.
I can see that.
Yeah, there you go. See it again. That's a great baseball glove you got there, Summer. Okay. All right, we'll draw here in just a second and see. I think probably somebody could do the ink. Do you think we got an artist good enough to draw what Panda has on his neck here, Virginia? Denny's, how's your art skills?
Danny's great at art.
I could draw it.
Do it.
Okay. All right, we'll get the stencil on that. You know what? We should get those. Can you do like temporary? We should do Panda temporary neck tats. Can you get those? Have somebody draw them up? Yes.
So you just have to have them produced. But Post Malone sells Post Malone face tats on his website, apparently. I bought them off of Etsy, but somebody told me that Post Malone makes the Post Malone face tat kit.
Then I think we need to make Panda neck tats.
I agree.
To celebrate, Virginia. You know, maybe we should go the other way and really embrace this.
Let's do the Queen ones, too. You can get that lion she has on her hand.
Oh, my gosh. She has too many. We'd have to have 40 different varieties.
Panda's got a lot, too.
Mm-hmm.
We could be a side hustle in here.
Okay. All right. We'll do the drawing here in just a second. Real quick round, though, of Facebook phishing.
Drama, you got drama and you gotta tell all. You love to complain about your pain. Hey, you Facebook phishing. Facebook phishing.
This is a little bit more from the Nextdoor post that we got, where there was a little disagreement about leaving on lights that were shining in other neighbors' windows, and they're trying to get their neighbors. I remember there was a Christmas tree one, I think, that was happening in Jupiter, where they're like, hey, can you turn off your Christmas lights at 7 p.m.? They're shining in my window and bothering me.
But that's like the best hour for Christmas lights.
I know,
7
absolutely,
to 9.
right?
Like, duh.
Yeah. So this is kind of like one of those posts here from Nextdoor. This is Willie that posted this up. I'll play the role of Willie. Virginia, you can be Jack.
Okay.
Jaybird, you're going to be Mandy, and Denny, you'll play the role of Steve.
All right.
Okay.
All right, Steve.
All right, here we go. This is Willie and what he posted up on the Nextdoor app. What is the best course of action to deal with an a-hole neighbor? We had a minor disagreement, so now he leaves his front porch and garage lights on all night because he knows that they can shine in my front window, and it not only annoys me, but it really annoys my dog Zoe and keeps her awake.
How do you know he's doing it on purpose?
Too much of a coincidence. Ever since that nonsense 2 weeks ago, they're on every single night. Aside from swift and blinding violence, how do I deal with this crap?
Why don't you get brighter lights like a spotlight?
Put up a dark curtain. End of problem.
Let your lights shine bright, brother. Literally go to Home Depot and find the brightest lights you can and solar eclipse his ass.
Well, I get what you're going for, Steve. An eclipse is no light.
Jack, just be the bigger person and let it go.
I say it's war, Rambo, first flood light.
What?
I think it's a joke.
Those always play so well on social media.
I'm with Steve.
Yeah, I heard you two were together. Willie, maybe just go over to his house and ask what's up.
Not gonna ask a question I already know the answer to. The guy's a jerk.
Hey, maybe he has a reason for keeping his lights on. You don't know until you ask.
Oh, I know. He's my father-in-law.
Wait, what?
Maybe your wife could talk to him.
Screw this nice guy stuff. This is war. Maybe you could rig up a drone with laser pointers.
Well, you gotta wait a week to figure this out, or it's gonna be an awkward Christmas.
Don't have to worry about Christmas. We aren't spending the holidays together since I rooted against the Cowboys at Thanksgiving 2 years ago. His idea.
He won't spend the holidays with his own family because you rooted against his football team.
Yep.
Why are you changing accents in the middle of it?
Why are you not trying? How about that?
I am trying. I'm a dude.
Why are you always on my case?
Ugh, I just don't like your performance.
Come on, where's the holiday cheer around here, guys?
I don't know.
We gotta finish up the script.
I'm over here trying to grind. She's got to... Everything I do.
You see what this director's got to deal with? Diva actors and actresses fighting going on here.
I'm not stumbling. Last week, someone's calling me out on Twitter. Oh, Jaybird messed up Facebook fishing again. Stuttering and ruining everything.
Let's try to get through this. We got 3 lines left.
Can we do it?
Jack.
So he really is a jerk. Well, good luck then. You know, with the lights and being in his family and all.
Yeah. No easy answers here. Is that better?
You're a chick.
I don't care. Now you've turned it off.
I know a guy who can get you those lights they have at the airport. It looks like the sun. Of course, you're going to need to modify your electrical supply and get a permit from the FAA. Hashtag
Okay.
Lumens of death.
All right, lumens of death. All right. Thank you very much for the submissions. All right, so we'll all draw a card here. Lowest card gets the neck tattoo tonight. They'll be wearing to our holiday Christmas party. Oh, boy. Could you imagine the irony if Virginia is the one who gets the lowest card? The tattoo she hates could be on her neck. And would you wear your hair up, Virginia? You want to show that thing off? I would think.
Sure, I'll do whatever you want.
Okay. I'm not getting a lot of spirit
I
here.
gotta tell you, you sound such a great time today.
I'm fighting being sick myself. I'm not sick, but I'm literally like just fighting it. I was up all night, like.
Well, go fight it at your house then. Go on.
I'm here.
I know, we're so blessed.
Why don't you leave? That voodoo doll I got on your back didn't work today. It just worked yesterday.
Are you done, Scrooge McDuck? My gosh.
Oh, the holidays.
Oh, yes.
Going in on me.
How fun they are. Okay, let's see. Virginia, what card did you draw here?
I drew a 10.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a
All
nice
right.
card.
Bird, what you got over there?
5.
Denny's.
A queen.
Oh.
I drew a 3.
Ah.
Neck tat for me.
Neck tat Ralston.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be amazing if the Mexican queen hates my neck tat?
She can't say nothing.
No, she can't. Yeah. All right, well, we'll get an artist. I'll draw that tonight. I'll have some photos of me at the holiday party with the panda neck tat on. And then if you would like your own, I think that should be something you'd look into, Virginia. We have somebody who can do those tats, right?
We do. So I bet you anything our merchandise partner, Sass or Salt, could make up the paper and all that stuff to make these and print them. And then we just sell them. That's awesome.
Okay. Yeah, that might be something to look into for the new year when we come back.
We can give all the money to Little Smiles. Neck tat money.
I think we've probably given them more weird money.
We have.
Well, there's been some taint in some of the money we've handed off to them.
Definitely.
Thanks.
Literal.
Coming up here in just a couple of minutes, Denny's let me know that today, for Who is Legit, we've got a Vicar. And I'm like,
a Vicar?
That's so dumb. What is a Vicar? Apparently in the Episcopal Church, it's a member of the clergy in charge of a chapel or a vice to the bishop in the Catholic Church.
Vicar?
Yes. So we have a person of the cloth that is going to be coming in here. And we also need someone else to play the acting role as well. So if you would like to try to stump us on legit or not, or who is legit, 877-979-WRMF. You can call us up right now, 877-979-9763.
Here's what's coming up on the Dirt of the Day. Dirt of the Day.
Well, coming up in your Dirt of the Day, how would you feel, Kevin, if you were all excited for your daughter, Caitlin, because she was in a movie, and then you're watching the movie and you see that she does nudity in the movie?
Oh, my goodness.
And you didn't know about it ahead of time.
Yeah.
That happened to a major celebrity. I'll tell you who it happened to coming up in your Dirt.
Entertainment updates 5 minutes after every hour from the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
Coming up in a second, I'll tell you about the celebrity that watched their child's movie, but nobody debriefed them and told them they were going to see their child naked in the movie. Oh my goodness. Before we get into that, Miley Cyrus and Cody Simpson apparently looking to release music together.
Okay.
Recently, Miley's company filed legal documents requesting ownership of the name Bandit and Bardot. They now have an Instagram that is only followed by 2 people, Miley and Cody. And so people are saying, okay, they're going to be doing a whole album together. Interesting.
Okay. Well, they've been together for a while now.
Bret Michaels, who was right here in South Florida doing concerts and all kinds of fun stuff, is now on a mission for the people in the Bahamas. We love this. He has adopted the area on Abaco of Cooperstown and has personally funded 200 different families' toy requests and is teaming up with the Paradise Fund to go over there and give toys to needy people in the Bahamas. And that is awesome.
Good for him.
Bret Michaels, you rock. Finally here, Arnold Schwarzenegger is talking about how he saw his kid naked in a movie.
He had no idea he was watching his kid in the movie, and his kid never warned him that you're going to see his butt.
Uh-oh.
It was just wild watching him. His acting was so extraordinary. And then all of a sudden, there's this sex scene then all of a sudden. That was absolutely wild. I remember my wife called me the day before, and she says, I just saw Patrick's movie. And it's like unbelievable. I'm sitting there, and he didn't tell me anything about it. And all of a sudden, I saw his naked butt there having a sex scene. And I said, oh, I cannot wait to see that as I'm seeing the movie tomorrow. And so I watched the movie. But that's really an experience.
Naked butt.
Okay, so proud.
Would you be bummed out?
Yes, I would be bummed out.
I wonder how my dad feels. He's seen my ass in a couple of our KVJ productions.
I think it's different for dude, but I don't know. I feel like
so?
I think your dad would be okay with
He
it.
didn't care.
If I saw Magnolia's butt, I would be really upset.
Would your parents be mad if your butt was in a video of ours? Would they care, Kev?
A video of ours?
Just one of our, because we did ours for the KVJ horror movie. That's where my butt is featured in 2 of our features.
I don't think they would like it, but I don't know that they would be that upset.
I mean, you're showing off your art.
Yeah, I don't think I'd get too much. But yeah, if I was in movies and I did a nude scene, yeah, I'd probably hear from it. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
That's what's going on in your dirt of the
That's
day.
all I have.
It's over, baby.
I don't have any more to say.
I'm just thinking about it. You're butting a movie. If we can make that happen, it would be nice.
That ain't gonna happen. We missed that opportunity.
Yeah, that ship has sailed.
And that's what's going on. Your dirt brought to you by Little Smiles and the Holiday Toy Drive. All you need to do is text the word "Give Smiles" to 44321 to help us out. Any little bit helps. We're literally delivering thousands of toys this week all over to South Florida needy kids. You can help. Again, text "Give Smiles" to 44321.
Got a little Who's Legit coming up here in just a second. Virginia, though, I know we've got an update. If you remember, we had about maybe a month or so ago, we'd come on here and we told you the story that you'd found out about at the Feast of Little Italy of an employee at Joseph's Classic Market, and he was very distraught out there. He was sad because he'd found out that his baby was going to be born with spina bifida. And then somebody mentioned a procedure that could be done with the Fetal Institute that is in Miami, and we were able to raise $25,000 for a procedure that would correct a lot of the difficulties brought on by the spina bifida. And oddly enough, I was on the Brightline the other day, and I saw our good doctor was sitting right across from me.
Dr. Quintero?
Yeah, Dr. Quintero was right there, and so he lives in Miami, and so he pops on the Brightline, and
he goes back and forth.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. So that he commutes on the Brightline. I was like, Dr. Quintero, it's crazy to see him there.
That's awesome.
And I guess there is an update of what happened even just last night at midnight. You got a text about this, Virginia.
I did. So I wanted to give everybody an update. It was a little scary. On Monday, we got the word that Elizabeth's water had broken, which is not good because her due date is not until February.
Oh, jeez.
So we really wanted her to try to keep the baby in there as long as possible. But with spina bifida, I think this is a kind of a normal thing. A lot of times the babies do come early. So they rushed her to the hospital. She's there at Wellington right now, and she's getting the best care possible. She was not in labor on Monday, so that was good. They were just going to keep her indefinitely and hopefully keep her stable, not in labor. Even though her water had broke, I don't know how they are able to do that, but with all the modern medicine, I guess they were. But then late last night, I got a message from Marquis, and unfortunately, they had some setbacks, and they had to rush her into an emergency C-section last night.
Oh, geez.
So he messaged me at midnight to say that the baby is here. The baby is alive. Elizabeth is doing good. I don't know what it's going to be like, today and tomorrow and the days coming forward, but I'm going to go out there to Wellington and try to get a report probably tomorrow.
Okay.
And so I'll keep everybody posted. We're going to, take care of things for her. Like she's got a registry for the baby on Target. So Little Smiles is going to buy all of her baby registry stuff and everything that she needs so that she doesn't have to stress about her baby.
Okay.
But
right.
I'll keep you posted. Right now, they're at Wellington, and they're getting the best care possible.
Yeah, please do. Let us know as soon as you got something on that. Denny says we need another actor to call up here to play the role of a vicar. So 877-979-9763. We do hook you up with tickets. You get to go to the theater yourself, the Kravis Center, to see the naked magicians.
Oh.
And I guess it's not actually like people who are naked that are making things disappear and pulling rabbits out of hats. Because that would be really kind of weird to see like a nude dude pulling a rabbit out of a hat. Be like, what are you doing with that, man?
Do people like that, though? Like, wow, this is truly magic.
Yeah, I don't know, yeah.
It's
my wand.
It's a niche group that would be into that, but I think you would find fans.
Oh, we would watch that.
Totally.
Yeah.
But we're weird.
True.
Okay, so if you want to act it out, you can jump on with this 877-979-WRMF. This sounds like something that is just up Jaybird's alley. What do you think about waffle fries on pizza?
Ooh, I love it. It totally can work. Tater tots on pizza as well is very good.
Really?
You can cook them underneath the cheese, Virginia, if you know what I'm saying.
You knew the answer before you asked the question, Kevin.
I figured you'd be into this. I just didn't know if you'd ever thought of it, but they're doing this at the Pizza Huts in South Korea. They're using waffle fries as a topping. Ooh. It says the pizza also has bacon on top, and it comes with a ranch dressing drizzle.
By the way, I love the word drizzle. It really paints a very wet pizza.
Unless it's weather, I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't love it. I'm a fan of when you mix it up. Anytime
Okay.
I would put a pizza on the pizza blog that was a little slightly different than your marinara and cheese, people get mad. People don't like you talking about a Mexican pizza. They don't like you talking about a hummus pizza, Virginia.
Well, sometimes you have to go outside of your comfort zone.
Oh, if I ever do a chain like a Papa John's or a Pizza Hut, people lose their mind. That's not real pizza.
Whoa.
I
take it seriously.
disagree. I do think that's real pizza.
But you prefer the mom and pop pizza.
I do.
I think we all do. But sometimes for convenience, Domino's, Pizza Hut, Pizza Inn, whatever hell, it's just easier.
Well, people just want me to hate on Pizza Hut or Domino's because they're a chain. I'm not going to do that. They do good stuff sometimes.
Okay.
Sorry.
Apparently, all the good stuff is happening in different countries. Not only that, with the Pizza Hut in South Korea, but in Wendy's, they jokingly tweeted out a picture of a burger with 10 patties on it. And you know how big and thick those Wendy's beef patties are.
Yeah.
So imagine a Wendy's burger with 10 patties on it. They got a ton of responses from people who wanted one. So now apparently they've given ordering instructions on how you can get what they call Dave's Series X or Series 10. You can actually get a Wendy's burger in Canada with 10 patties on it.
Y'all better have a strong toilet.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Yeah, no
you
doubt.
Ain't no apartment toilet's gonna deal with that. You need a industrial toilet.
She's not lying. Apartment toilets are different than house toilets.
They
They're just
are.
way different.
They're cheap.
They're very cheap.
They don't have that kind of suction.
You need like a toilet that you go at the Home Depot.
You need a toilet that's going to give you some confidence.
Yes.
There's actually a toilet that is in the news today. And I wonder if it's kind of in response. Remember how we were talking about there was that Reddit post where they had said that if you're in the bathroom for 10 minutes, employees are going in there and they're just using their phone, they would go in and do a smell test?
Yeah.
Well, now I guess apparently this might be a way to combat those kind of things. There's a new type of toilet where the seat slants forward 13 degrees. It's designed to make it impossible for employees to take longer than necessary bathroom breaks. Basically what it is, it mimics what you would do during a squat thrust. If you ever go to the gym and they're like going, oh, you do that thing where you got to kind of like act like you're sitting in a chair but leaning up against the wall.
Yeah.
That's really, in a sense, what this toilet is. So it leans forward, almost trying to dump you off of it, and they say that your legs will get tired after about 5 minutes.
Huh.
Which means if you really got to go, it's kind of a race against the clock because your legs will give out on you maybe before you're done with your business.
Since you're talking about toilets, I wanted to show you a picture that somebody sent me.
I don't know if you want to do
This
this, Kev.
this is gonna rock your world.
I don't know if I could have my world rocked
If you're
right now.
in, this is gonna rock Jaybird's world.
Is there something in the toilet?
There's not something.
Oh my gosh! I hope this is a mistake.
This is real.
Who took this picture?
Kevin, you need to look at it. If for no other reason but for your poor boy Jaybird.
Oh, that does rattle me. Oh, it's terrible. We gotta post that. We have to.
You gotta post it.
Is that a joke that somebody set up? Or
I think that's real. So
Now, that's what I'm at. Did someone send you that you know and trust, or did you get this off the internet?
That seems jokey.
somebody sent it to me on our Instagram, but it could have been pulled off of anybody's Instagram.
Yeah, it's a person with a delivery bag.
It's an Uber Eats bag.
Taking a dump.
Sitting in the stall with the guy who's clearly pooping.
With the food right there
With the
next.
food in the bag.
Whether that's real or not, you know that happens with Uber Eats. You know people are pooping with your food.
I hadn't thought about that until I saw this picture, but now I'm thinking about nothing but that.
Now, does the pooping, does that go with the service charge they charge you for? Is that extra?
Your food's flagged.
Yeah, that's free.
It is.
Your food is flagged.
If I knew that's what happened before I got my food, I want my money back.
You throw it in the trash.
I don't want that.
You would never eat that.
Yeah, I would think not. All right, who is legit? What we have here is a legitimate vicar. That's somebody in the Episcopalian Church. They're kind of like the vice to the bishop, apparently is what that is, a member of the clergy.
Oh.
Okay, so we've got here...
Why are they listening to this show?
I don't know. Get apparently...
I don't know. We're smart.
We've got Vicar... John on here. Hello, Vicar John.
Hello.
Okay, hello, Vicar John. And I believe we've also got on here, is this Vicar Paul?
What's up?
Yeah. What's up? All right. Okay. one of these gentlemen is a legit vicar. Okay, we got to figure out if it is John or if it is Paul that is the legit vicar. My question is, starting off here, we'll go with John first. Tell me, how long did you have to study, go through the seminary, whatever it might be? What was the training, and how long did it take to become, I guess, an ordained vicar, John?
I studied with the church directly for about 7 years, and after that, they let me go out on my own and start, following the bishop and helping him around. And then after he saw that I was ready, we started going out and talking to my own students, and now I'm a vicar here at Victory Baptist Church on Forest Hill.
Okay. All right. What about you, Vicar Paul?
In my program, you go to pastor school essentially for 4 years, and then you're a vicar after 3, and then you do 1 more year of school, and then you're bona fide.
Interesting.
Yes, their stories differ kind of greatly, so obviously one of them is a complete fraud here. Okay, who is legit? Jaber, do you have a question for our vicars?
Oh, I do. Vicar number 1, please tell me and recite your favorite passage from Proverbs.
Proverbs. There's just so many, I don't know if I could pick one for you off the top of my head.
Okay. Just so many, Jaybird. So many.
Okay, and Victor number 2?
Oh, man, I'm a little embarrassed. I can't tell you the reference, but I always liked where words are many, sin is unavoidable, but he who keeps his tongue is wise.
Okay, at least he's got something.
He did have time to Google, too.
He did. Well, are they both lying to us?
Okay, we're trying to figure out which one here is actually a member of the clergy with the Episcopalian Church. It's a vicar.
It ain't looking good, Kev.
Virginia, what is your question here for Vicar John?
What's the best thing you've ever seen dropped in the collection plate?
Oh, man. About maybe 2 years back, one of our members came in, and it was a woman. She left her husband's engagement ring in the bowl.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Give this back to God. I don't need it. What about you, Vicar Paul?
I have seen used tissues in the collection plate.
It's not the trash. Okay.
What are you doing in church if you're blowing your snot rag and putting that in?
You're doing it wrong. And just so you know, Jesus is watching.
Okay, question here. The title is vicar, but is it actually a verb too? Could you do vicking? And if you are vicking, what is vicking? I'm just trying to figure out this word that I'd never heard here, John. Is there an action that goes with it? When you spring into action, what is vicking? What are your roles? What do you do to vic?
He's praying.
Disney.
Did you say Disney?
No, I'm not. Vicking, I've never heard of it.
Okay. All right. What about you, Paul? If you had to say, what does that describe? If you were vicking, what are you doing? What is your main role as a vicar?
Mainly, it's like an intern pastor, or I joke around that I'd be a junior pastor.
Okay. You have one final question here. I think I've got my answer, which is the true vicar, Jaybird.
I do, and I'd like to hear some passion with these answers. Please, gentlemen, both of you, sing your favorite church hymn.
Okay, we'll start with John. Vicar John, yes.
Favorite? All right. Let me see.
Okay, next.
Oh, man, on the spot.
Yeah, so we'll give you a second there to regroup.
We'll give you a second to put down the bong.
Yeah. Vicar Paul, do you have just a little note or two of your favorite?
Yeah, sure. Amazing Grace.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, he's pulling out an old staple.
Yeah, I mean, they're both terrible contestants.
Vic or John, did you come up with one yet?
Sure. Our God is an awesome God. He reigns.
Okay.
What a mess.
One of these guys actually is legit. Can you believe that?
No.
One is actually legit.
I cannot believe this.
One of them is really a vicar, a member of the clergy with the Episcopalian Church. Is it Vicar John, our first caller, or is it Vicar Paul? To me, it's got to be Vicar Paul II is who I'm going with.
There's no way it's Victor John. There's no way.
Virginia, what do you think?
I think it's Paul as well.
Okay. All right. Who is the true vicar? Is it John or is it Paul? Paul, is it you?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It is. Very
Thank
nice.
goodness.
And John, do you go to church?
No, man, I haven't been in years.
No one's shocked.
No, man.
Oh, man, you're putting me on the spot, man.
Yeah. Okay. All right, we got something both for you gentlemen. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. I had never even heard of a vicar before today.
We
so
learned
I learned something.
Yeah.
Calling it Victor.
On today's show. So very nice. Thank you very much. If you've got something that you do that's rather interesting, if you'd like to be on Who is Legit, send us an email, mail@kvjshow.com, mail@kvjshow.com.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
Peloton got a big boost with that, I guess, controversial commercial that they had. It was controversial, I guess, just in the only sense that the acting was odd. The girl looked like she was taken hostage and afraid of her Peloton bike. Plus, it was a girl who was actually really fit when she started. And at the end of her documented year, she went from fit to super fit. And people were like, this is ridiculous. But it got a lot of attention. It was even spoofed on SNL. The actress herself is now on a daytime soap opera because of it.
She is. Bold and the Beautiful.
Yeah, so I had heard that there were stock drops for Peloton, but would you not think that maybe there's greater awareness and maybe more Peloton sales?
In the end, you would think.
I didn't know a lot about it, but when we were talking about it, people were like going, have you seen the price of these things? I don't know. I mean, it's a bike and it's a class that goes with it, I
It's
guess.
thousands. It's like ridiculous.
Yeah, I didn't really even know. So if you're thinking about it as a Christmas gift, this may not be the every person's Christmas gift. Aaron is on here. And Aaron, you said that you were thinking about getting one for your fiance for the holidays, correct?
Yeah, big time. She's, my fiance is big time into fitness. She goes to Orange Theory all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And she's been wanting one of these Peloton bikes. And, ever since she saw that commercial with the woman who got one for Christmas, she's been kind of, pushing me to get her one. So
Okay.
I looked at the cost, and I about lost it. The one she wants is $2,245
For a bike?
$2,000?
Yeah, hold on, because and that's not even counting the mandatory monthly classes you have to get with it. Like, I looked at the information. It says to qualify for 0% financing, I need to commit to a 39-month class subscription for $39 a month. So if you do the math, that's an additional $1,521.
Oh my gosh!
Altogether, we're talking about like $3,766. Look, I love my fiance. I want to get her a great gift, but I think this is insane. I mean, but then again, this is all that she wants. So
yeah,
I have a question. a question.
Okay.
Is it bad, or is it like, not right for me to get her the bike and expect her to pick up the cost of the monthly classes?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, nothing's bad.
Yeah, when you give the gift, and you give a $2,000+ bike, yeah, are you expected if you give that gift to then pick up the cost of the classes, which is, what'd you say, is like $1,500 or something like that on top of it? That's kind of crazy. But then you give somebody a gift where they are expected to pay to get it. Now, your situation is interesting, Aaron, because you say it's like all your fiance is asking for. So if she's asking for it, then you're also asking for, you got to figure you're going to have to pay for the classes, right? You can't figure that I'm going to always buy you these classes.
I think you can give the bike and then just give it happily and say, look, I got you this. And then let her figure out what she wants to commit to as far as classes.
If someone buys me a karate gi, does that mean they pay for my karate lessons as well?
No, it
Of course
doesn't.
not.
No. You can give the bike without the package and the subscription.
And if you get an attitude from your wife about that, you need to divorce her.
They're only engaged.
Oh, well then call off the wedding.
Okay, what about if somebody, you don't ask for a Peloton and somebody gets you a $2,000 bike, you're going, okay, well, I really need the classes on this. And
You sell it. Sell it to this guy.
And you tell them, we could have done so much with $2,000. We could have changed the world, me and you.
Yes, I would say Peloton is one of those gifts. Do not give it unless someone is asking for it. That's not the like, oh, I'm going to surprise somebody with the Peloton.
Regular people can't get a Peloton.
That's insane.
You have to be wealthy to afford a Peloton.
$3,700?
Just go get a Huffy or a BMX and ride your ass around your neighborhood. You can probably get a bike for under $100 right now at Walmart.
I mean, $2,000. My gosh. Go to Tahiti with that kind of money.
Yeah, somebody texts in the subscription is mandatory for zero finance. So if Aaron wants the zero finance, then he's going to have to pay for the subscription. So then you would have to go to your fiance if you want her to and get the money back from her.
Oh my gosh.
If you give her the Peloton bike and you want the 0% financing.
If you're not
That's
a
the little
wealthy
wrinkle they
person,
give you.
if you have to finance the Peloton, you shouldn't get the Peloton. That's what I'm taking from all of this. Because that's how they get you.
Yeah.
They trick you into the zero financing and make you sign up for all the classes. What if you do 1 month and you decide the Peloton's not for you? What if it hurts your butt or something?
Well, the fact that she, already does like a lot of Orange Theory and, it's something that she likes. Yeah, if somebody doesn't even exercise and you're going to buy them a Peloton bike and the classes that go with it, that's insane. Or you just are trying to burn out money.
If you're wealthy, get the Peloton.
Somebody said it is cheaper than spin classes or any workout classes. Really?
It's not cheaper than just riding a bike around your neighborhood, though.
The cheapest is honestly order a pizza and just kind of, you know what? Not worry about it.
Submit to fat.
Submit. Yeah. Surrender.
Surrender. Just toss your skinny jeans right in the trash.
I mean, who's talking fitness? And I mean, what's the date? December 18th, we're talking fitness? We need to be talking fatness. It's the holidays, baby.
Yes. Somebody says this is a lesson, Aaron. You need to keep your finances separate. Wow, that's crazy. Somebody said if you do get the Peloton app, it is $18 a month, and they have unlimited workouts that you can do both on stationary bikes as well as treadmills, in addition to weightlifting and other options. It's an awesome app. But that's what they get you. If you want the 0% financing for the way overpriced bike, then you've got to pay for those classes, which may not be worth it. All this doesn't seem like it's worth it.
It's out of my league.
I hate it.
Okay.
We want to fight you, Kevin, just for telling us about it.
Hey, blame Aaron. He's the one with the questions. I'm not getting. Trust me, I am not getting anybody a Peloton bike. That is crazy.
The balls to come and ask for a gift at the holiday season that cost $3,700.
And you got a wedding sometime on deck?
That's a lot of money.
Jason's on here from Palm City with a comment. What do you want to say, Jason?
Yeah, I want to say, I also go to Orange Theory, and Orange Theory for unlimited class a month is $150. If you do 150 times 39 months, that's $5,850 that I'm spending that she's probably already spending just to go to Orange Theory.
So you think Peloton is a smart investment?
I would say, if she's into fitness that much, she's already paying $6,000. If she's into it, and she's already invested her life into, if that's something she wants, I would say it would be a good investment, yeah.
But to me, it's got to be one or the other. You ain't doing Orange Theory and Peloton.
Oh, gosh, no.
Yeah, that's one or the other.
If you're doing that, you live in Boca.
Wow.
You're a Boca
you
batch.
do. Wow. Okay.
There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's a fun little game that this burglar in Wisconsin was playing, and it's got a nice little holiday theme, too. The burglar was hiding in a closet last week when the people who live in the house found him. So instead of coming out of the closet, he held the door shut and pretended to be Santa.
Talk about horrifying.
He was like, ho, 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 don't open the door. Santa's in here. If you do, you're going to ruin your Christmas surprise.
I mean, he definitely gets creative points.
Apparently, he then busted the door open, took off running. They followed his footprints in the snow, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, they caught him, and now he's facing charges of trespassing and resisting arrest.
And it wasn't Santa?
It was not Santa. Ho, ho, ho. A Southern California man approached a caricature artist and asked for a portrait of himself. How nice. It was a lovely portrait, but once the artist finished, the man grabbed all the money that he had and took off running, about $500 in cash.
Oh, man.
He took the cash, not the portrait. So really, it looks like a police sketch that they have of this guy who is now a criminal and wanted, and the authorities have released the suspect's caricature along with a description, hoping the public's going to help them find him. I guess that's the one thing, if you're a caricature artist and you get robbed, you got something to give the cops.
You have a talent.
You do. Police on Long Island are looking for the person or persons who rolled off with more than 6 dozen shopping carts from a supermarket.
What are you going to do with them?
75 shopping carts were stolen over the course of 1 week earlier this month, and they have no idea why they want them.
Why?
I don't know. Are they going to race them down a hill? Are they opening their own grocery store? I don't know.
That's so weird.
Listen to this. Destin Noel Garcia II was working on Black Friday at the Subway in the Palm Springs Walmart Supercenter here in South Florida. Now, apparently on Black Friday, they were allowed a free sandwich, and his coworker used her free sub for a Walmart manager there, apparently getting some brownie points. But this did not sit well with Destin Noel Garcia. He was enraged.
Why? It's not his free sandwich.
Well,
she can give it to whoever she wants.
Technically, Virginia, she made a wrap and not a sub.
Oh, my God.
And Garcia demanded his coworker pay the price difference in the sandwiches.
Bottom line, a wrap is not a sub. You give me a wrap and I want a sub, there'll be some issues.
That's
but it's
true.
free. I mean, come on.
Well, apparently there was a upcharge that was going on.
An upcharge, Virginia.
Well, when Garcia demanded that she pay the price difference, she ignored him and walked away. But Garcia will not be ignored.
He's a rat. He needs to shut up and go be a sandwich artist.
So the next morning, Garcia decides to drive to his coworker's home. The mother of the coworker comes out and says, "Leave my daughter alone."
He's unhinged.
He pushes the mother and then fires 2 shots at her feet.
Okay, yeah, this guy is a maniac.
He has now been charged with aggravated assault and battery. So, I don't know what it is about the Subway restaurant making people crazy, but even in Arizona, a woman was arrested after she tried to light her boyfriend on fire.
What did he
because
do?
He would not celebrate with her after she got hired at a Subway. Subway might want to look at the people they're employing, by the way. They seem a little unhinged.
Maybe he should have celebrated with her and he wouldn't be on fire.
Wow. Probably could have seen this coming eventually. 3 former employees of Twin Peaks Sports Bar and Restaurants in South Florida say they were subjected to unwanted touching, lewd comments, and other sexual harassment from a manager and customers.
I'm surprised.
They filed the lawsuit.
Wait, dudes in a sports bar get rude?
This is crazy. I can't believe this.
Add beer and people aren't cool?
Wait a minute, people were drinking at this thing?
These girls are scantily clad and the guys can't behave?
The former employees said the Twin Peaks restaurants also failed to protect them from customers who grabbed them, spoke offensively, or took photos of their breasts or buttocks without their permission.
I mean, yeah, if you've got the manager doing the same thing that the unruly customers are doing.
He wasn't taking the photos, but I think he would touch a leg or a thing like that, and then he just felt like he was a little too fresh.
Yeah, you can't do that. You got to be the protector of these girls.
One server also claimed she was denied a job after gaining weight in pregnancy.
Oh.
Now, if you're looking for a Twin Peaks, they got franchises in Davie, Pembroke Pines, and West Palm, and they also have plans to open in Hollywood and Fort Lauderdale. So, there you go. But with Twin Peaks comes some of those stories. And finally, here today in your Whacked Out News, a man was caught on a doorbell camera pooping on the front porch of a home in Denver.
Okay, we got to make some changes here.
The homeowner had gone skiing when he started getting notifications on his phone. He said that the man first rang the doorbell and tried to break into his home.
Oh my gosh.
He then went to the corner of the porch and defecated on it. The victim then said the man, who appeared to be drunk, spent the next several hours stumbling and spreading feces all over the porch. That's just not cool.
Oh my gosh.
It's rough.
The homeowner filed a police report, but the man hasn't been found at this time. But it is good at least to know, because if you come home and feces is spread all over your porch, you're like, what happened?
You pray it's animal, but then you check
Well,
your Ring doorbell and you're like, oh, it's a drunk guy.
I think you know it's human.
If you see someone doing that on your property, are you allowed to fight them?
I say yes.
Technically, can you get in trouble?
I say you fight fire with fire, and you poop in your own hand, and you just go for
And
it.
I'm not sure if you do want to fight somebody who's pooping. That'd be kind of rough.
You just throw a monkey down.
Yeah, at that point, all bets are off. I think you can totally attack that guy.
To me, the person pooping on your front, that's like a gun, though. They're dangerous. They're there to make you feel threatened.
I feel like I can take out the drunk pooping guy.
Okay, I'd like to see that match.
All right. Why don't you get drunk this weekend? We'll play.
A couple comments here. Somebody texted in and said, a fun fact, Twin Peaks and Hooters type restaurants are legally allowed to discriminate and withhold jobs based on weight and appearance.
Wow.
It's like the Dallas Cowboy cheerleading. Remember that show? If someone started gaining weight, they let the girls know in front of everybody, and they could cut a girl if they gained weight.
Totally.
They did.
It was brutal.
They would cut chicks for gaining weight.
So many tears.
So many tears.
And somebody else texted in and said, shopping carts are worth like $100 a piece. So
What?
the reason why somebody stole all those shopping carts in the Whacked Out News. Is there a black market for where you can sell shopping carts? That might be the problem.
We have a couple in our parking lot here.
Can we cash them in?
I don't know.
I could use a little extra Christmas scratch.
Yeah, I never looked at them, but now I know they're $100 a piece. All right. I know I'm getting my Christmas money. Shaquille O'Neal is going to be bringing his Shaq's Funhouse back. They've got a State Fair-inspired carnival midway with games, rides, a carousel, dozens of interactive circus acts. I don't know if they'll have circus rats. I hope they do.
They're talented.
Yeah, very talented. They say the ticket's going on sale this Thursday at 11 a.m. with advanced registration going on now at shacksfunhouse.com. The early bird price, tickets will only go up, starts at $250.
Whoa.
That gives you food, open bar, attractions, and performances for $250.
$250, and it's just one day?
Yes.
It's one night?
Yes.
To me, that seems like it's worth it because it seems like there's a lot going on there.
Yeah.
It's better than the Sobe deal.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it wouldn't be bad. When you consider food, if you get your food, if you get your grub on, you could do 50 in food, you could do 50 in drinks, and then 150 in food. And this, again, is the early bird. They say the prices will continue to go up. VIP, if you want to go VIP, you get access to Shaq's exclusive clubhouse, lounge seating, fast track entrance, and dedicated premium open bars and passed foods, which means somebody's already digested it.
No, that's not what it means.
Oh.
It means guys have silver trays and they're walking around.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't mean somebody's already passed it.
Okay, I was going to say, that sounds a lot more appetizing.
I'm with you, Kev. That's what I thought it was, too.
Okay, thank you. I don't get this kind of stuff, Jaybird. If you want to start with that, that's a $900 ticket. That's starting. That's the opening $900. And they say, yes, even that price will continue to go up as we get there. So that's the only thing. I'm looking at all these like little parties and everything that's going on.
Where's the free event? That's the one I want to go to. I'm not paying $250 a person.
Hell
For me
no.
and Panda, it's $500 before we're even talking about transportation down
Yes.
there, the Bright Line ticket.
I think the only free event you're going to be talking about is if you're doing like the Clematis by Night version of it. I think you can go down there and check out kind of like the Super Bowl Village that they do outside of Hard Rock. I think maybe what they do at the Miami Beach Convention Center. I think maybe that stuff. Hopefully is not. I don't even know for sure on that.
I'm going to save a ton of money because I got Christmas with the Sinickies this year. That's what I'm doing.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
This is Super Bowl.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
It's like a while away.
well, I'm spending that with you as well.
You're going to go to Super Bowl with me? If the Saints are in it, I'm going.
Yeah, I was even looking at that celebrity flag football game. That's $40 for general admission, $85 for VIP.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think the Clematis by Night Super Bowl party, I think that's going to be free to go and check that out. But yeah, everything else is pretty much coming with a cost.
Are you going to that? The one at Clematis?
Yes. I hope to go to that. I hope to, go to, because I've got an 11-year-old kid that I think is really going to like some of this stuff.
And that's on the regular Clematis by Night night.
Yes.
The Thursday before the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Yeah, like I tried to pull a fast one because, I saw that Maxim, because I remember when it was in Miami, the Maxim party, everybody's talking about that. So I saw that and I saw an email address to get a hold of them. And I'm like, well, KVJ show, maybe we can get a little promo and a little promo here, a couple tickets.
Can I get a free ticket?
No. They reserved a spot for us on the red carpet, which starts at 10 p.m. for the party. I'm like, wait, so that's when it starts. And they said, yeah, probably nobody's going to show up till like before midnight. So that's the one that's got Chainsmokers and Rick Ross at it. That's the one that is going to be on Biscayne Bay where they're going to come up in boats and all that stuff. It's going to be fancy parties if you like that. And your girl Cardi B, she's doing the Viewtopia Music Festival. It's going to be at Marlins Park.
Yes.
It's that weekend. They just announced who else is going to be playing. Co-headlining with Cardi B is going to be Chris Brown, Migos, and DaBaby.
Okay.
DaBaby playing again.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of work for a baby.
Aren't there child labor laws?
I thought that too.
And they working this baby.
The early bird tickets for that are being sold as 2-day passes only with prices at $200 and $300. Go to marlins.com, Vootopia, to get those. So, yeah, I mean, there's cool parties, but hey, we ain't going to any of them.
Well, the last time the Super Bowl was in Miami, I went down there to South Beach and I just walked around.
Right.
I soaked in the vibe, and it was free, and it was fun.
Yeah, it was. It was good enough to me. I'm looking at all these parties. I'm like, yeah, what you would have to do. To me, everything's got a value. I'm looking at like the Shack party, any of those parties. I'm like, how am I going to eat and drink enough and still enjoy it?
I better get to party with DaBaby himself. In fact, I want to hold DaBaby if I'm paying $300. I want to hold DaBaby.
I want to burp DaBaby.
I want to burp him, feed him, diaper him, all that for $300. Yeah, I'm a pass.
Okay, so that's not going to be happening. All right, just so you know, that's what you're looking at for some of the costs if you really want to get all into the Super Bowl. If you really went for it, there've got to be people spending probably $50,000 to $100,000 for the Super Bowl weekend.
Well, think about like
tickets,
corporate,
hotel,
corporate
transportation,
sponsors pay.
Yes.
They have like a box suite. They have like all access for their employees.
That's kind of the rub on the Super Bowl is a lot of times it's not a regular person's activity. It's corporate sponsors and,
Well, it's priced out for the regular fan. If you're a fan of either of the teams playing and you're just a regular person, you can't afford that.
No, you cannot. No, you cannot. All right, so. Yeah, somebody said they saw you smoke in Virginia. Are you dipping back into the ciggies again with the stress?
No. Whoever's saying that is full of what.
So
smoking?
People say all the time they think they see Kevin, they see you out there. I defended you to the death. I go, Virginia does not smoke cigarettes.
No, there's no way you would have seen me smoking unless it was Halloween and I had my fake cigarette because I was dressed as Post Malone.
Someone just told me, I just saw you at the Long John Steak. What's the Longhorn Steakhouse? I was never there. No, you were there. I'm like, I wasn't there.
I guarantee you, I was not smoking.
No, you don't smoke cigarettes.
No.
Okay.
I just sound like I eat them for lunch, but I swear I don't. My voice is awful. I get it, but I don't smoke.
Just in time for Christmas next year. It's so nice that we can work this story into it. I'm looking at the headlines. Pro-impeachment protests take place in U.S. cities on eve of historic House vote for impeachment for President Trump. Boy, that should be a great topic of conversation come Wednesday, right?
Oh, my gosh.
My gosh. My gosh. Do we have to have this intense of a divisive topic that everyone is talking about right before the holidays? What? Why are we doing this now?
There are some families that they know going into the holiday they can't even speak about politics. They can't even bring it up.
Why is this happening right now?
Nobody.
Christmas is Wednesday.
Don't talk about it. If someone tries to talk to you about it, you have to turn around and just give them the hand.
But
No.
there are people that they love to talk about it. They hear the first comment and they want to engage.
Oh my gosh.
None of us should be talking about this. It's baby Jesus' birthday,
Oh,
y'all.
it's so tough. And you know what? They lead you into it. And my mom she's sending me all kinds of texts and this and that, and it's just a lot. And I always continually remind her. I said, Mom, I don't follow politics. I don't know anything about this. I don't know. There's tapes on some kind of scandal in some country or something. I don't even know. I'm like, Mom, I don't know.
You got to block your mom.
I don't know. And it's the holidays. I can't block Mom. But she's like, well, Glenn Beck has really done a great investigative piece on this. I'm like, Mom, it's just not my thing. I just don't know. I just can't.
I can't.
If your family starts to argue about politics, change the subject and argue about something fun. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Change your family.
Here's what I got. And Amazon, boy, that Bezos is thinking of everything, aren't they? Because they realize what's going on here. And you see this. This is the top trending headline right now is this impeachment stuff and the protests and everything. So what they've done, Amazon has added an Alexa feature where it will help you change the subject if a family argument breaks out over the holidays. All you have to do is say, Alexa, change the subject, and it'll throw out a new topic for you to talk about.
So it doesn't have to be about politics. You could actually be arguing about a hot dog being a sandwich, and then you go, Alexa, okay, change the subject.
It really could. So what I want to do is I want to do the KVJ version of this because this is going to happen. If this is the top trending topic right now in South Florida, next week, if you've got a family that is all into politics and they're not all on the same side, it is going to be downright ugly. So what we'll do, we can come up with our own KVJ topics for you. We're going to try to help you out. People in the chat room are talking about, I am not looking forward to next week. It just, in this country, it is a really horrible timing. Today, the top topic right now that's trending, pro-impeachment protests taking place in U.S. cities on eve of historic House vote on impeaching President Trump. And you know that is easily the most divisive topic we've had a very long time in this country. And people are very passionate about it. There's going to be fighting going on. So Amazon's done a smart thing. Their Alexa is offering up where if a fight breaks out, you can say, Alexa, change the subject, and it'll throw out a new topic for you.
Okay, I got so many.
Yeah, I think that's great. So this is really what it is. So if you don't have, one of those Alexas with you, or if you just want a goofier topic, we'll do what we can. And on our KVJ E-Blast, we will put together a list of like 20 dumb topics that you can bring up instead of talking about the impeachment or politics or any of the other horribly divisive topics that are not going to make your holidays go well.
I love it.
Yeah.
This is solutions to a problem.
It is. It's because it is going to be a massive problem for many households.
Yes.
Boy, when you get into this, because people are very right now fired up about this whole impeachment talk. Jaybird, that was a really good one. And I do know it is controversial because Denny's is still taking heat from, is a hot dog a sandwich?
You got a death threat from that.
Yes. So I don't know. That might be right up there with should we impeach the president talk, depending upon the House.
I have another one that might be kind of controversial, but it will get you thinking.
Okay.
Whose beard is better, Santa's or Jesus?
Oh.
Talk amongst yourselves. Explain why. Who's got the weaker? Who's got the better? There might be different answers.
Yeah, there's,
It's not about the religion. It's about the beard.
I understand. And my only question on that, this would be my first question. If we were sitting around, we were discussing this.
Pass the mashed potatoes, Virginia.
Yes, go ahead. Yeah,
I'm trying to get in character.
I've seen many Santas, different, colors, flavors, whatever it might be. I've also seen many Jesuses. From films and movies and, paintings and all that. So which one of each am I going on?
You take just the overall, what you've seen with those two beady eyes and say, this is who's got the better beard and this is why.
I got you. Okay. All right.
But by the way, great questions.
Yeah,
didn't get mad at me, didn't judge me.
Yeah, well, I want to know, so I want to give a good answer.
Yeah.
There's a lot riding on this. I don't want Santa or Jesus mad at me.
I get it. Both unbelievable.
Yeah. I want to be able to,
But you got to go Jesus. I mean...
Are you going Jesus just because of the name, or do you have facts to back up why his beard is the best?
But then, Virginia, you're
I can't
trying
separate the beard from the man.
You're trying to get brownie points, and you're not really commenting on the beard. And you have to be like, look, to anyone, I'm removal. It's not any kind of comment on the person or the acts. It is a comment specifically on the beard.
You know why I'll go Jesus, and I have reasons why. Because you don't see many people sport the Santa Claus beard. It's a bold move. Only a few people can pull it off. The Jesus-like beard. I mean, Kevin's got a borderline Jesus beard.
Do I?
It's more.
I try to be more like Jesus every day.
It's more feasible for the common person to do it. That's why my vote will go for Jesus. It's easier to maintain as well.
Sound argument.
That's why.
Yeah.
I'm not going just on name recognition.
Mm-hmm. I know a topic that's actually really going to be happening in my house, and maybe we can post up the photo of Panda's neck tat, Virginia's husband, because the discussion that we can't come to an agreement on, is it even a neck tat, and is it big or not? And my family is trying to say it's not, and it's not that big. And they don't get Virginia's exactly why her concern.
I mean, of course they don't get it because they all have tattoos. I think for someone who's just, lily white and pasty without any kind of markings on her like me.
I get your side. I'm on Virginia. I'm taking up the good fight for you.
You're whiter than me.
Yes, I'm right there with you. I agree. I'm like, I think it is a neck tat, and I think it's sizable enough. But what do I know? It's good debate.
On Christmas morning, would you rather wake up with a shark tail or an alligator snout? Keep in mind, if you have the shark tail, you poop like a shark.
Wait.
How do sharks poop?
What?
The question is, would you rather wake up with a shark tail?
Oh, it's on you?
Yes, you wake up with an alligator snout. Discuss.
Shark tail, definitely.
And you poop like a shark now.
That's the wrong answer.
I think it's the wrong answer, too. I'm going alligator snout.
Yeah.
I've already got a big nose. I can tell you it sucks. I don't want it to be bigger like an alligator.
Damn, Mama. You need to take a nap.
Well, you're going to lose your legs, Virginia.
No, you can still have a shark butt and legs.
You don't lose your legs.
You do?
Ralston's cashing checks you can't afford.
Don't chop off my legs, Ralston.
How you going to fit in your pants?
That's the hole. Got to do a little hole in the pants.
I think tailoring is going to be a big expense going forward.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have to tailor all my outfits to fit my shark tail.
Alligator snout, and I get a nose ring. I just rock it. I work with it.
Yeah, I think it'd be amazing.
I go alligator
I'm going
snout.
with that too.
Everything else
I
is
think it'd
the
actually
same.
be popular.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm. All right, give me one more. Do you have one more over there, Jay?
I got probably two.
Okay, we're
more.
gonna put all these on the KVJ blast eventually because we can't get to all these great ideas. Other topics for a very divided family who's arguing about the Trump impeachment.
The last movie you watched is now the world you live in. What movie is it, and how does your life change?
Oh, wow. Okay, that is
discuss.
Yeah, what was the last movie you saw? I gotta think of the last movie that I saw.
The last movie I saw was.
Did you see The Irishman?
I did, but that wasn't the last one. But for the sake of time,
that's the only problem with this question. Is I don't know why it takes a second for me to think. Oh, you know what? Yesterday, and it wasn't the whole thing, but I was watching because it was on TV. I was watching Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers.
Okay, you're screwed,
Gosh,
baby.
That's tough.
Yeah, mine was.
That's tough.
Mine was. I went to bed last night to episode 2 of Star Wars. I'd be in that episode 2 world, flying around galactically, Virginia.
That's why you can't watch any more fantasy movies or sci-fi.
Or the other question I like is someone just broke into your house. The last item you bought is the only thing you're able to protect yourself with from the person's breaking in. What do you have? For me, it would be a sub. So if someone broke in my house, I'd have to fend them off with a sub.
I got a bottle of vodka.
Okay, you get him over the head.
I got it.
You got that.
Yeah.
Mine is chicken noodle soup.
Get it real hot, throw it right in their eyes.
Okay. All right. So, see, there you go. KVJ Topics. If you want to get this e-blast delivered to your inbox, what you need to do is go to kvjshow.com. Upper right-hand corner, simply enter in your email address or go to our Facebook page. The link is also posted there. You just go, you put in your email address, and you will get all these amazing ideas.
Did you miss an episode of the KVJ Show? No worries. Find our podcast on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, or kvjshow.com.
Jaybird, wrap it today with a thought.
Maybe sometimes people did not actually change. Maybe you just never knew who they really were.
Ooh, damn. Okay, what?
Damn.
Want to see what Virginia looks like on camera? And Kevin and Jason? YouTube.com/KVJ Show.